You don't know the story about John Robert Fox? Bullshit! Sit down, get comfortable, because I'm about to tell you the story of First Lieutenant John Robert Fox. Fox was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, May 18, 1915, the eldest of three children. Fox would be raised in Wyoming, Ohio, and then he would attend Ohio State University. He ended up transferring to Wilberforce University, participating in the ROTC program. He would do this under Captain Aaron Fisher, a highly decorated World War I veteran. Fox would graduate, receiving a degree in engineering, and receive commissioning from the U.S. Army as a second lieutenant in 1941. During World War II, Fox was a part of the 92nd Infantry Division, known as the Buffalo Soldiers, which was a segregated African American division. And I've done a video on the Buffalo Soldiers, so if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. Lieutenant Fox would be a forward observer for the 598th Artillery Battalion, supporting the 366th Infantry Regiment of the division. On December 26, 1944, Fox was part of a small forward observer party that volunteered to stay behind in the Italian village of Sommo Colonia in Serchio River Valley. American forces had been forced to withdraw from the village after it had been overrun by the Germans. From his position on the second floor of a house, Lieutenant Fox called in defensive artillery fire. As the Wehrmacht soldiers continued attacking, Fox radioed the artillery to bring its fire closer to his position, eventually ordering them to fire directly on his position. The soldier who would receive his message was Fox's close friend, Lieutenant Otis Zachary, who was stunned because he knew Fox had little chance of surviving, but Fox said, "Fire it." Lieutenant Fox then said, "There are more of them than us. Give them hell." The artillery brigade would end up killing Lieutenant Fox and approximately 100 German soldiers that were surrounding his position. Lieutenant Fox's sacrifice gained time for U.S. forces to organize a counterattack. The village would be recaptured by January 1st, 1945. In the early 1990s, the U.S. Army had determined that black soldiers had been denied consideration for the Medal of Honor due to race discrimination. In 1993, the Army commissioned Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, to determine whether there was racial disparity in the Medal of Honor nomination and awarding process. And what did that study find? That in fact, there was systematic discrimination in the Medal of Honor nomination and awarding process for African Americans that served in World War II. In 1996, it would recommend that 10 African American veterans who served in World War II be awarded the Medal of Honor. In 1996, Congress would pass a bill allowing, at the time, President Bill Clinton to award these soldiers their Medal of Honor. On January 12, 1997, 7 of the 10 would be awarded the Medal of Honor, including Lieutenant Fox. 6 of them had Distinguished Service Crosses that were revoked and upgraded to Medal of Honor. Lieutenant Fox's now widowed wife would accept his award on his behalf. The Sommo Colonia would erect a monument in the exact building where Lieutenant Fox gave his last stand, honoring Lieutenant Fox and the 8 Italian soldiers who gave their lives on that day. In 2005, the company Hasbro will create a 12-inch action figure commemorating Lieutenant John R. Fox as part of his G.I. Joe Medal of Honor series. The American Legion Post 631 and Fox's birthplace, Cincinnati, Ohio, would be named after Lieutenant Fox in honor of his sacrifice. Lieutenant Fox will also be awarded a Bronze Star along with a Purple Heart. Now you know the story of Medal of Honor recipient, Lieutenant John R. Fox. Make sure you hit that follow button and stay tuned for more stories like these, and go check out other videos I've done just like this. You already know, man. As long as we tracking.